Hello, I'm Mandy Kotzman and I'm a personal life coach and a communication skills trainer. I'm here today to share a tip with you that might make life just a little bit easier from time to time. The tip today is called rewind. Have you ever said something that you wished you hadn't said, or perhaps thought of something later on that you wished you had said, or maybe got a reaction from someone that was completely unexpected and you just didn't know what to do with it? Or maybe you're trying to change the way that you react to the world and interact with other people, and it just seems too hard because you keep finding yourself doing the same things over and over and over again. Well, if any of these things apply to you, and I bet sooner or later they will, then rewind is the tip for you. So how does rewind work? Well, the first thing in rewind is to notice that things are not going well. And usually we get a kind of a gut sense or a look from somebody, or maybe somebody starts throwing things at us or yelling and screaming, and you think, things could be better than this. Well, that's a clue that this might be a time for a rewind. So noticing is the first part of the process. The second thing is to call for a stop. Don't just keep doing whatever you're doing because it's not going to take you anywhere better. So call for a stop. Ask the other person, can I stop here? This is not going the way I think it should, and I'd like to do something different. And they'll probably look at you like, what on earth is this person going on about? They must be a complete fruitcake. Well, maybe you are, and maybe you're not, but nonetheless, stopping is a good thing to do at this point. Then the next thing to do is to rewind. Well, how far do you rewind? Well, you could rewind back to birth, but that's really kind of a bit of a long journey. So in terms of a conversation, usually it's a matter of when things started to go wrong and you thought, this is not great. And often it's really good to make a physical break. So perhaps get up and move somewhere else, leave the room and come back in again, or turn around, think for a minute, and then turn back to the person. So this gives you a chance to think for a moment how you might like to do it better. That leads us to the final piece, which is to redo the conversation you're having with that person. The other day somebody started talking to me about something and they said, you should do, and they stopped. And they said, hang on a sec, I'd like to rewind. They learnt this trick from me. And they said, perhaps it might be worth thinking about such and such instead. That had a completely different feel. First off, it said to me, they realised that they were telling me what I should do, and most people don't like being told what they should do. They took the responsibility to rewind and say it the way they intended it, which was to offer me a suggestion or an idea, which by then I was willing to think about. So we had the noticing that it wasn't going well, stopping, rewinding, in this case it was only a couple of words, and then redoing the conversation. And it's a really positive way to interact with somebody. It says, I care about you, I respect you, I don't like the way I came into this conversation and I'm going to do it differently if you give me a chance. Now, how often do you get a chance to have another go at something? Well, there are a lot more opportunities than you might think, and I encourage you to give rewind a try. If you want to know any more about me or my work, you can find me on the internet. Bye!